Garten of Banban. So, I got this game because a lot of the kids in my life are always going on about the characters, watching the YouTube videos and whatnot. My expectation here was, indeed, met, insofar as this is mascot horror in the vein of Poppy Playtime, but I was fairly unprepared for how much I'd struggle with the nuts and bolts. Firstly, the game's movement made me nauseous, which has only happened 2 other times that I can recall with the thousands of games I've played in the past 4 decades. Secondly, the design is sloppy, examples being how things appear in spots you've previously gone over, or how part of your survival is linked to controlling the drone, which only flies in a straight line from its current location. Then there's how short the game is, how not obvious certain things are. Pro tip, you can turn on the lights on the playground, not just wander around in the dark for ages like I did, and how glitchy aspects of the game art really drove this home as a dud, despite the 1 or 2 scarier parts. Oh, and did I mention how garbage the trophy guide on this one is? Yeah, I tried playing blind, and the guide barely helped at all when I got lost, actually causing a handful of replays on my part when it failed telling me what I really needed to know. So let's talk trophies while we're on the subject. No platinum equals a bummer. I was legit surprised to find that almost 100% of players located the batteries. If I didn't know what this game meant to a lot of people, I would have put it down pre-battery fines. I was further surprised to see that over 3/4 of all players beat the game. Short as it is, it's still a mess I wouldn't have imagined so many people sticking with. What I wasn't surprised by is that only 1/4 of players found and played the secret cassette, and that even less collected the 5 notes. Problem here is that these trophies are missable, but the guide doesn't tell you that. The game ends pretty abruptly, and you're SOL if you failed to collect these. The cassette's pretty simple to retry, just load your save and run to the lunch tables once you've opened the floor with the orange keycard. Main issue is the 5 notes. Not only can you block yourself out of a runback for one of them, but you have to collect them all in order for the unlock to happen. So grab one in the drone room, then the playground bench, then in the closet with the hammer, next on the ramp by the color buttons, and the last is on the desk in the orange keyed room. To be frank, I don't recommend this game or its trophy chase. I probably would have rated it lower if not for the creep factor, but that's not a big enough selling point for me to say, hey, you've got to play this. Even if you can't get your hands on the likes of Poppy Playtime or Choo Choo Charles, this doesn't make for a good substitution, no matter how interesting the lore surrounding the game has become. But it's still a 2 on the difficulty scale that could take you 10-ish minutes to complete if you know exactly what you're doing.